Right, hello. Alright, so after yesterday's videos, after the last videos I uploaded, a couple of friends reached out to me saying that they've got a spare sump, aluminium sump for me. So I'll definitely take them up on that offer. But also, he also said I should upgrade to a steel one. I haven't figured out why yet. I just did a brief Google search, but I haven't read anything because I literally didn't read anything. And he's the type of person, he's like Dexter with cars. Every thought, every mod, everything is thought down to every single detail. So when he says you should be doing something, I tend to listen, except for when he says you should go back to 5 star. But that's something I'll definitely look into and see if I can eventually do it. Like things is, I've got a number of things on my list to do. One is add a LSD to the 5 speed box that I've got, and this one's the second one. Pretty sure he said some more, but when it comes to dollars and cents, I can tend to block a lot of these thoughts out. And another thing was this cut has caused a little bit of concern for a friend of mine, and he's been doing he's done electric stuff for a while now, and he's saying don't bloody well basically don't fuck around with them. All right, if you don't know what you're doing, don't touch it, because he's like these are super dangerous, and he's right. I can't argue with that. There's no point of arguing with him, especially if he's looking after my best interest. So we're just gonna fiddle around with the multimeter today. And I had a great thought is, why don't we try to figure out why the reverse isn't working? Like, is it just, would it be possible that we just fried the wires, but the connection, the signal is still good from there? So we'll dive into that and we'll figure it out. So should be quite a electrifying day. Okay, so this is the signal that I'm getting from the reverse cable. I'm pretty sure this is the reverse cable because there is no other option for this. So I'll get one probe on the ground, one probe inside the positive. Is it meant to read like that? Like, how do I get reverse? Like, if that's working, then technically it should reverse, right? So if I join these together, it should reverse, right? Like, and how do I do this without plugging them in? I guess I'll wait until he watches this video. That's the first thing. The other thing is wiring up the speed adjustment. That one should be easy enough. It's just, so if there's no activity, then it sets on, what I've read is it sets on medium. So that was medium speed. But if I join the two lower ones, like the middle and the bottom, that'll be low speed. If I join the middle and the top, that'll be high speed, I think. So we'll do that. We'll take it for a squirt. I'll make sure I wear a helmet today. Well, it seems like I can't wire anything up today because I ran out of these female spades. And I don't have any, and they're all on order. So I can't do anything specific. I've got two. I found one more. Two. Like, I've got heaps of these male ones, but I barely ever use them. So all the spades are gone. Unless I can recycle a spade. I can recycle stuff like this, like that. Maybe. I've managed to find a solution. I found 3 spades. One of them's the one that kept on coming off yesterday. So I'm thinking that we could fit a wire through there. And then we'll figure it out afterwards. So let me find the opposing plug that has to go into that sensor. And there's a reason. Wait, there's a clip here. So it better not be this plug. Good. This is the problem when I leave the garage door open. I've got one dog, and she's the youngest of the lot, and she likes to come in here and just pull things out and just take them into the backyard and just chew on it. And she does that all the time, just like with all these little things. Like if I leave my garage open and I go into my backyard, I'll just find something. I'll walk past it and I'm like, what the hell's that? And then I'll get closer. I'm like, ah, you little dog. And so yeah, that's my fault. And I don't mind it sometimes. But it does drive me crazy. So, and that's on me. All right, so looking for this plug and then we can get it started. So this is the plug, the 3-pin. So give me a second. All right, so I got the 3 wires. I'm going black and white. Just keep it simple. These are 7.5 amp or 7.5. They're a small wire, and the guys at Gokart said this should be fine. Everything depends on the current, not the volts. So these are just accessories, so I think they should be okay. We'll quickly find out, obviously, if this is a problem. So just wiring it up, nothing too exciting. So maybe you guys can watch my hands. Come on, balls in that photo. So maybe I should get a desk. All right, so twisting action for you guys. Be nice and gentle. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Alright. And what I tend to do is I always fold them down. Then there's probably other ways to do it, but I just fold them down. And there's a reason why I fold them down, because I suck at crimping. So that way I have more to crimp onto, essentially. And let me just fix up that wire. It's a little bit long. Oh. To make sure we still have contact, I'll crimp it downwards. And with this, I tend to just use the pliers because I don't know how to use this tool properly. So I just crimp one side down so it's on the wire, and I crimp the other side down, that's on the wire. And what we should get is a nice crimp, but this one clearly has popped out. See what I mean? Should be okay. Let me try to fix it. Can I push it in? I can push it in. All good. So let's go back to. There we go. Now that's a crimp. See? And it ends up working out. And then we do the same on the opposing side. So this will be the controller side. Alright, cool. That's one. I'm going to work through the other ones, and hopefully they end up looking a little bit better, or they're a little bit easier to do. In no way is this meant to be educational or a tutorial. I just want to get that clear. It's just watching me do things the way I do things, and for you to either roll your eyes, laugh, or switch to something else. You've been warned. I know you guys see a lot of my hands. Sorry. Probably the camera placement was not the best. Alright, so this is the third one, third and final. There you go. Alright, we've got 3. So let's put it inside the connector. Let me double check the connector is the right connector. Connector is the right connector. So if the connector is the right connector, then we're going to plug all these in. So black goes in the middle, clearly. Let me just check which direction it's meant to go. Go upwards, downwards. Alright, cool. Push it in. I think it's this way. Yes. That's 1. Alright, that's 1. Going in. That's 2. And where's lucky number 3? And lucky number 3 goes in. Alright, so we've got 3 wires. I'm just going to tape up the outer length, and then we should be able to start wiring it up. Alright, so I've connected the pin, and I think that's how it goes, because why would there be 2 on each row? So one would be ground, one would be positive, one would be ground, right? Unless it's trying to trick me. But safe to say this might work. So it's all connected. This is the piece that I'm using, pretty chunky. I'm going to drill it in and see how we go. So basically, all I'm doing now is making sure everything is out of the way in terms of being safe, kinda. So I've got my brakes here, so I'm just trying to figure out how do I do it. So I think this is the way. If you guys are laughing, I'm laughing too. Alright, cool. So that's all set. I wish we could test that reverse logic, because we're getting 3 volts through there, and maybe 3 volts is enough for it to reverse. And also the reason why I ripped it out is because I was testing. So I was joining those 2 together, and because it's pretty black, I fried it. I'd love to try and test it, but like I said to my friend, I won't do anything stupid at the moment. Yeah, so I'm going to clear all that up, and then we should be able to hit it and also pump up the tires. But basically, the wiring is just like this at the moment. I'll sleeve it and do everything properly later on, but we're just testing right now. So do you guys, final checks of the cart again. I know I keep on saying that a lot, but check this out. Like, none of these bolts are even tight. So let me quickly do that, pump up the tires and put on my helmet, and then we're good to go. Really have to fix this lens. Hopefully it doesn't fall off again. I don't know if I have anything else to grip. Ooh, I do have this. Let me try to figure out how to use this, and I'll let you guys come for a ride. So that tire is off its beat again, and I have to come up with a solution so this does not keep on happening. And on top of that, I don't think any of these batteries are any good. Like, they charge, but they don't hold charge. But I don't need it to hold charge, right? I just need it to run, just for a quick little bit. Let me figure this out. Here again. Like I said, bug spray is my go-to. That didn't work. Maybe I have to get inside the tire. We have no luck today. Oh, there we go. Or maybe it just has to go really high. What's the PSI, maximum PSI for this thing? It says 29 PSI. So let's get to 29. We're at 30. We'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Alright. Alright guys, are we ready? Are we ready to see Q crash? And hopefully not die. Alright, so at the... Should I change my visor? Probably not. You know, with $1,000, I could have bought myself a lot better helmet. But, you know, lucky I have a sound system. Alright. I don't really need gloves, but... Cable ties! Like I said, I don't really need gloves, but... You probably play the part. Yeah, probably play the part. Alright, tires pumped. Let's go test. We're going to be testing the speed control settings because the on and off switch already works. So, and like I said, reverse would have been sick if I could have it, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. Alright, let's get in. Gotta make sure the battery's secure. And on top of that, I've got a brilliant idea. Why don't I strap the camera underneath so if I do crash, the camera doesn't go flying. Alright, helmet check. Helmet's on. Power's on. Let's see. Alright. Never mind, battery came loose. Let's go in the shade. Battery came loose. This is why the gloves is so inconvenient. Alright, why the battery come loose? Alright, so we've managed to fix that, hopefully. We'll see how we go, but luckily I strapped the camera down so it didn't go anywhere. I don't know how much more damage this camera can take. Like, the lens is getting slowly munted. Alright. Alright, everything's good. Alright, no cars. Alright guys, enjoy. How do you know if it's on a high setting? Easy on the brakes. All right. I think that was on low. So this is medium. I think that's low. I think that's low. My mic is bouncing around everywhere. That's why I don't lose my mic. I'm going to talk about things that I clearly don't know anything about. I'm happy with the kart, but the only limitation of the kart is, at the moment, the controller. Because although it's mad fun, it's just I wish the power delivery was a little bit different. And I know that there are controllers out there that are Bluetooth connected where you can specifically tune how the kart reacts upon throttle, percentage throttle and whatnot. And I just wish that it had more torque. Like I'd be happier with a slower kart, but with more torque. And that way we can do like more fun stuff. Like speed and everything's pretty fun, but shit, like it's pretty dangerous. Like, and I know I was only going like 60, 70, 50, 60, 70, somewhere around there when I previously crashed. So I know. So like I said, if we had just more torque, a better power delivery and reverse, probably be a little bit more fun. So that's probably a mod that I'll do in the long future because I'm not doing anything else right now. So that's all. Like all in all, I'm just cleaning up my mess right now. Look. And that's what I've got on my mind in terms of for the kart. But I think a lot of people will enjoy the kart. So a lot of my friends will get to drive it and whatnot. Actually, to be honest, anyone will be able to drive it. So, hey, to that guy with the BA Falcon, if you're watching this, come around. You're gonna have a little squirt on the kart. But other than that, that's the only thing I can think about. Battery wise, battery is perfect. I can't see. All right, let's go see. Let's see how much battery we actually have left. I don't know if I do this right. I just connect it to the charging port just to see how much I have. It says 71.2. So that joyride out there cost me 1 volt. So like I said, if we had more torque, I'd have absolutely more fun tearing up the tires. But key walkaways for today is we got a squeal and we can slide corners now. We can slide corners. Yeah, my tongue gets lazy sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, oh well, if you're gonna feel sorry for someone, feel sorry for Lynn. I just learned. Did I spit on the lens? Anyways, what the hell is that? Fragment. Did I just crack it? Anyways, I just learned that that's what that slit's there for. I never knew. Alright, so I was editing the video, and then I was just going through it. One of the videos skipped, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I must have not added it. And then I found out that the camera must have turned itself off whilst I was carting it. And that was really annoying because that was really some really good footage. So instead, I'm gonna have to recreate that footage for you, and it's just not gonna be as good because it's recreated. But we're gonna take the cart back out just so you guys can understand what I was talking about. So the main issues I was having with the cart is, wait, tire's still good. Tire's still good. Maybe the tire's a little bit too hard. Maybe I should let it down a bit. It's like 30 psi right now. I think go-karts are only supposed to be like 15. Obviously, so you can get heat into the tires. But we don't drive around for that long. I'm gonna just squirt it for like 5 minutes. Because not really much to do by yourself. I think a bike would probably be more conventional, just because that way you and your friends could ride it. So before, like I said, I was riding it. It only took up like probably like one volt of the battery life, and we figured out which setting is what. So let's do that. Let's get my helmet and let's get ready to head out. Right, so what I've realized is a lot of the other people that make these carts on YouTube and whatnot, they're probably using cadet carts, which is a little bit smaller, or they're using this cart and I'm just a super small guy. So, all right, let's get you buckled up underneath the battery mount so the camera doesn't fly anywhere. All right, you guys are set. Last shot, I was in shorts, but all right. What setting? We're on low. Good. All right, cool. Let me get comfortable. So this findings with the car is we can drift it a little bit better now because I'm slowly getting the hang of this, driving this thing. Okay, so as you guys figured out, that was on low. That was on low. I just wish this car had more torque.
Let's jump on the trail. Can I fit? Maybe I can fit. Man, going on these hills is a little bit sketchy. Just take it easy, we got people, so we're just gonna take it easy. I think I'm on the wrong side. Possibly I'm on the wrong side. A very nice dog. Alright, we still recording? We are still recording. Let's go. Wait, fucking hell. If I go off, I'm flipping. So I gotta make sure I stay on the track. Is it fitting? Is it not fitting? I think I can fit through that gap. Alright, putting on high mode. Oh, that was on high mode. Wait, now it's on high mode. Fucking hell! My foot got caught. Hold on, let me fix it. We're in the middle of the road. My foot got caught on the pedal. I need to install a spring. There we go. We're good. Right, guys. It wouldn't be a Friday unless we had a close call like that, right? Switch it back on. Let's go home. Oh, what the fuck? Ah, fuck. That bump. I don't know if you can see that bump. There's a bump right there that threw me completely out of whack. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're good. Alright, that's it. My luck's ran out. Let's go home. Is dragging along the floor, and I'm not too sure what it is. Ah, that's what it is. Chain guard got loose. I'll tighten that up. Happy Friday, guys. I never noticed this before, but check out the damage. That was probably off the just that rear end spin out, and let's see if we can bend it back. It's out a bit, but I don't think it's gonna come back anymore. Not without some heat or some more stronger people. So yeah.